The dangers of groupthink. Again, the dangers of groupthink. Everybody is thinking the same. Nobody's thinking outside the box. Nobody's thinking for their own. The dangers of groupthink. Everybody's on a sinking ship. If one person's on the sinking ship, everybody's on the sinking ship. And that's what groupthink is. It's a sinking ship. It leads to nowhere beautiful fast. It all leads to destruction. Where nobody's able to think for their own. And you have to ask yourself why. Why is it leading to destruction or whatever the case may be? And I always say, well, who is two things? It's two things that stick out. The first one is who's leading this boat? Who's leading the ship? Who's the captain of the groupthink? Who is feeding this machine? That's the two. Who's the captain and who's feeding it? It can be both or it can be one or the other. When we have these group thinks about politics, we have these group thinks about social standards, we have these group thinks about, what's right and what's wrong. Who's feeding this system about the group thing? Or who's the captain? Who's the spearhead that everybody's looking towards to say, this is the way we're going? Because if they're leading to hell, if they're going to hell, then everybody's going to hell. We are individuals. No two people are alike, not even twins, not even identical twins. No two people are alike. We're not supposed to think the same, all think the same. We're supposed to have different thoughts. And then we could put our thoughts together to come up with one solution about something. But if we all have the same thought, who says the solution that we have is correct? Who says the thoughts that we have is correct when nobody's able to challenge? And that's the worst thing about groupthink is that if you think outside of the groupthink, they say you're wrong. And the groupthink has so much power and so many people and numbers that if you think outside of it, it's hard for you to even go against it. This is the dangers of groupthink. To me, it's an easy way to have control of minds of the masses at a greater capacity. You can control 100,000 people at one time through groupthink versus individuals just thinking on their own, thinking for themselves. Groupthink is not the way to go. It's not. It's not beneficial for anybody. Even if it's something positive or righteous. Everybody being on the same, everybody can have the same general idea or consensus or, thought patterns, that's cool. But when everybody is thinking on the same idea and nobody thinks for themselves, that's bad. When people give up the right to think for themselves, it leads to nowhere fast. Let me know how I feel about groupthink. I thought this was going to be a long one, but it's not. It's enough to drag it out and just end it here. Anyway, this Third Eye Rich. I really do appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.